Hey everyone, welcome to the channel, and today I will be reading A Cat Six Shooter by Lovely Yanks on Tumblr. Let's get into it. Nights like these, you've learned to tune them out. It sounded like a ringing in your ear as you watched your parents gesture around angrily with each other. As you sat on the couch, thinking of ways you could escape to your room. It was always like this. Your dad would come home drunk, and your mom would always get angry at him for it. You didn't know why they always seemed to wrap you into these arguments, but it wasn't like you could stop them from keeping your name out of their mouths. They never listened to you anyway. They always blamed you somehow, using you to throw all of their problems onto, acting as if it would relieve some of their problems. Deep down, you knew it wasn't because of you, but it did not stop you from questioning if they were right. Somehow, you managed to escape your room, muffling their voices further as you shut the door. Days like these, you felt alone. A ding beside you snapped out of your thoughts before you reached over to grab your phone, and it was Katsuki. I'm at the convenience store by your house. Did you want something? It was like Katsuki was your guardian angel. He always seemed to be there when you needed him most, especially when you were reaching out sadly. Your heart was so full of love for him. He was too good. I'm not feeling great. Could we hang out a bit? You hate being so negative with him, but right now, the only thing you wanted was him. And not even 30 seconds later, he replied, I'll be there in 5 minutes. And like he said, 5 minutes later, he was outside. Slipping on his sweater, you made your way back into the living room, where your parents continued to argue. I'm going out, you say, not bothering to check if they heard or not. Shutting the door behind you, you immediately press yourself against Katsuki's chest, taking in his presence and his scent. His muscular arms wrap around you gently as you let out the heavy sigh. You never wanted to leave the safe place of his arms. Are your parents arguing again? Katsuki questioned, and all you could do was nod. I just needed to get out of there. Held his out to him, rubbing your back with his free hand before gently pulling out to reach into his bag. I thought this would cheer you up. Your eyes looked into the meat bun in his hands before you gave him an embarrassed smile. Why do you always assume food would make me feel better? You sigh, but you still take it from his hands. 'Cause I know it does. I know you love that shit. He intertwines his large one with yours. As the two of you walk down the street in a comfortable silence. Can I stay the night at your place? Wouldn't your parents get upset? He asks, but you shrug. I would rather get in trouble than hear them arguing until sunrise. Katsuki didn't want to be the cause of trouble either way, but he seemed determined to get out. Letting you stay over was the least you could do. Do you think your parents would mind? You ask, glancing up at him for an answer, only to feel him squeeze your hand gently. You know they love having you over. Ah, but it's a bit late for me to coming over, and especially in such short notice. And before you could worry anymore, Katsuki leaned over to press a kiss into your lips before facing forward once more. Just let it happen. You're not a bother to us. I mean it. And it didn't take long before the two of you arrived at Katsuki's household. I'm back, and I brought Ryan. She's staying the night. He announced from the door as the two of you placed your shoes neatly on the floor before walking into the living room. Nice to see you, Ryan. Masara greeted with a smile from the couch as they gave him a polite bow. Thank you for having me. I apologize for coming so suddenly. Don't be. It's nice to have another lady in the house, and we love having you over. Mitsuki exclaimed as she walked out from the kitchen, coming over to hug you. It's so refreshing to have you over, and Katsuki's so much calmer when you're here. You give her a smile and giggle when you hear Katsuki yelling beside you. I think it's the other way around. I feel so much more calm and relaxed with Katsuki. You say, earning an embarrassing pat from him. I don't know what I would do without him. It was just past midnight and the Katsuki household was now dark and quiet. Not a sound to be heard other than the soft finger breathing of you. And Katsuki. Close your eyes and go to sleep. Katsuki mumbled as you stare up at him. your eyes wide, and very much awake. Even with his eyes closed, you could feel your eyes focused on him. But I like looking at you. You confess, before Katsuki wraps his arms around you, pressing you tight against his chest. Each beat of his heart brought you closer to sleep, as your eyes slowly drifted shut. Katsuki rubbing your back comfortably to soothe you to sleep. Do you think I'm a bad person? You question, and Katsuki furrows his brows in response. I mean, my parents always blame me for their arguments. Am I doing something wrong? It's not you who's doing anything wrong. Katsuki continues. Your parents just don't want to blame themselves. You know it's not you. You nod but couldn't help the sigh that escaped your lips. I know, but it doesn't help to hear it daily. Thanks for bringing me here. Your soft voice tickles his chest gently, your fingers running along his arm. I really wish I could live with you. You say quietly, and Katsuki hums in response. I know. Maybe someday? Mm-hmm. Even in his drowsy state, Katsuki meant that. Smiling, he snuggled deeper in his arms, with a content sigh. He wished every night could end this way. The sound of dishes rattling in the kitchen stirred you awake from your sleep as you curled into your side, hoping to meet the warm chest of your boyfriend, but the sound of the bed was cold and empty. Opening your still tired eyes, you looked around to be met with a room void of Katsuki. Throwing your feet over the bed and onto the cold hardwood floor, Katsuki's voice suddenly came from the doorway. I was just about to come and wake you up, he states, earning a pat from you. I would have liked to have woken up with you by my side. You whine, but won't cover to stump yourself against his body. Already feeling drowsiness once more. Katsuki's chest rumbled as he let out a chuckle. Hurry up and get ready, so we can get breakfast. He finishes, kissing you on the forehead, before ushering you to the bathroom. Walking into the bathroom, you stare at your toothbrush that Katsuki had kept for you. Because you always forget about your toothbrush, he would say, but he knew he always had a spare one for you. Clearing up your appearance, you walked over towards the dining table, where the Bakugous were waiting for you happily and warmly like always. Sit down. We're so happy that you're able to join us for breakfast, Mitsuki says as you take a seat beside Bakugou. Would you like some tea? Masaru offers, and you nod, taking the cup politely. Don't be so shy. Dig in, Wayan, he says, chopstick already in his hand, and glancing down, everything looked delicious. There was a bowl of miso soup beside your small bowl of rice, a plate of salmon that already had your mouth watering, and a steaming meat bun beside you. Katsuki had told me that you like meat buns, so he had one heat up for you. Mitsuki commented as she saw the way you eyed the meat bun. He tells me a lot about you. Hey, shut your trap, Katsuki snarls, and Mitsuki shoots back. Don't talk to your mother that way. Just say you're in love with Ryan and go. That seemed to shut him up. His eyes crossed with a pout on his lips, but he did not miss a blush that on his cheeks. His father chuckled before nearing towards you. That boy's really wrapped around your finger, though, Ryan. Mitsuki giggled at Katsuki before they continued to banter at one another playfully. Masaru enjoying his breakfast wholeheartedly with his family. It was different. He thought as he watched them, how a family could be so loving towards each other, so full of love. This is real nice, he said with a soft smile as your hands wrapped around the bowl of miso soup. I've never had a family breakfast like this. You confessed shyly. My family's never happened like this. So thank you for showing me what our loving family is supposed to look like. Katsuki's eyes slightly widened at you from your sudden confession. Before he could move or do anything, his mom spoke up. Sweetie, know you're always welcomed here. You're already part of our family, she says. The Masaru gives you an approving nod. You can't help the widening smile on your lips as you hunch in on yourself shyly. I can't thank Katsuki enough for giving me this, for bringing me so much happiness. Underneath the table, Katsuki's hand seek out yours. before giving you 3 firm squeezes is to silently say, I love you. Thank you guys for listening, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye bye.